Hi, this is Doreen Velin. This is part 2 and a continuation of the toilet paper video, and it was causing some interest and some depth to make water a bit more interesting with using toilet paper. So now I've let it dry overnight and I'm going to be continuing on that. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Okay, so I have not let this dry really well, which I should. I should actually leave this overnight. However, for the time of the essence type of thing, we're going to continue. So this is the waves. You know what that's from, eh? That's not your brush sitting in water, and it loosens the glue and it comes apart. So never leave your brush sitting in water. I'll just use a glue gun and put it back, but right now we'll be doing this. So I'm going to be doing waves. I'm trying to create depth. So you want to start from the darkest to the lightest. I'm going to start with the deepest blue, which is my beautiful Payne's Gray, which I love, and then top up with a bit of white on top. So you top your waves, think of waves, and some of your waves have a bit of turquoise inside, some have a bit of like a royal blue, some have a bit of an ultramarine blue, then there's your Payne's Gray blue, or indigo, and then your white on top. So there's all those colors in the waves. So I'm trying to create a lot. I'm trying to really create a lot of depth. So we'll see what we can do. Okay, so this is my Payne's Gray. It's going to go on first because it has to be for the depth of your wave. So I'm going to try to do this more in the pockets. I'm going to try to leave all these outside edges. I'm going to try to just do it in the pockets, like in here. This is your shadows or the depth of your waves. All waves have the dark part. If you really squint a little, if you squint a little bit when you're looking at the ocean, you'll see that. You'll kind of be a bit squinty and you can kind of see that. And you have warm and cool colors in the water. Your warm colors, of course, are your turquoises. Your nice blue, greeny blues, bluey greens. And then you have your ultramarine, which is a cool blue. Your cobalt is fairly cool too. So, but if you have a problem with warm and cool is really important. If you might want to go back to one of my old videos and look at warm and cool colors, it's really important. You want to put, it's called a warm and cool push. So you want to put warm against cool and it gives you depth. So it's trying to create that 3D on a 1D surface. Really important. You should know what warm and cool is. I learned it by doing the old, remember years ago, some of you are probably not old enough to know that. But years ago, we used to do color analysis, it was called, and we used to drape people and tell them if they're winter or summer or autumn. And my business became that. I used to have clothing, and I even marked the clothes with those tags. That taught me warm and cool. So warm actually, what we used to call years ago, clash with cool. But now, in art, we use it as a push, so we call it a push. So it is, like we never put pink and orange together in fabric before years ago. Now they do. They put everything together. But a little bit different back then. Okay, so that is the darkest. Now I'm going to do probably a nice, little bit of a bright blue maybe. And put it beside it. This is a cool blue. Both these are cool so far. I'm tapping it because I want it down into the depths. I don't want it sitting on top. So everywhere where it's kind of flat, I'm putting the blue in. I'm doing the whole canvas the same because I'm going to be putting that starfish on it. So I'm using it just really as a background. All this is just background. This is just background. Okay. Now I'm doing turquoise. Turquoise is warmer. I'm going to be putting it against the cool. Okay, now I need some clean water. Need some clean water here. I'll use the white now. Then if I would always go back and put a bit of color into it, I have a nice Prussian blue here. It's the transparent one by Golden. I just really like it. I think I'll just put a little bit of that in there. It's just a pretty blue. I think it's a different blue. Oh yeah, that's the blue I want. That's a Prussian blue. I just love it. It's a pretty, pretty blue. Most of it should be color. Very little is going to be white actually. Okay, now we're going to do the white. Should give it a little bit of a dry first, I think, here. It really should. It's lifting a lot of the toilet paper that I didn't have down very secure, so I'm not going to quit that. And now we're going to put the white on. And the white will just go on the top. Takes quite a bit of white paint. You're sealing down some of that toilet paper too, eh? That's what you're actually doing. It's going to take a lot. Any of your paper that's not sealed down, just put white on it, and it'll hold it down for you. Or you can leave it sticking out. Like I like it's kind of sticking out. I don't mind it. You can always put a bit of if you have any Mod Podge or something, that would work. You know, if you find your little loose ends and you don't want it to be loose, just use a little Mod Podge. Mod Podge. It's sort of a modgy podgy type of background, but it's what I want because I'm going to be putting this on it. So now I feel like maybe I've got a lot of depth. There's a lot of depth here now. Whether it looks like water or not, I'm not sure really. I'm not sure if it really looks like water, but it's interesting. So now I'd put this on top, and I'm not sure if I leave it this color. I think now I'm going to do this maybe a mottly brown, because it doesn't show up very well now. So I think I'm going to change my tactic on this. So this was the color before. I think I'm going to change it to a nice deep brown. And there's a lot of seashells that are brown. So let's just paint it right now, see what happens. This is really an experimental type of session with you guys. But that's how we learn, isn't it? That's how we learn. I mean, you can't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do things. You know, it's all in fun. And you might have different, you know, you probably have totally different tastes than me, and that's okay. You know, we all have our likes and dislikes and what we like in art. And art is, they say art is not a science. It's just, it's all in the eyes of the beholder. So it's fun. And, you know, especially when you want to say, like you young people that are out there, and you know, you just want to have something a little bit personal in your decor, and you can't afford a lot. You know, like watch some of my videos. I went down to remember I went down to the thrift shops and just got a canvas from the thrift shop and paint over it. Take 3 colors. Buy your red, yellow, and blue, and some white and black. That's all you need, and you can get that from anywhere, even a dollar store. And try, you know, experimenting, mixing colors, making your own colors. Check out my color wheel videos. I got lots of videos out there now, so you can learn how to mix your own colors. You don't have to buy all these colors. It's just a lot of money that you don't need to spend. And just learn. And if you're actually restricted on budget, and so you'd only buy the 5 colors I was telling you about. You know what, that's going to force you to mix colors. And then you take a piece of paper and you do 2 colors together. You write underneath it what you did, what 2 colors you put together. Bob's your uncle. My God, you'll have fun doing that. It's so much fun. You know, it's like playing, you know. Me, it just brings back my school days of playing with mud pies. I could just love it, just love it. So there you go. There you go. So that looks a lot better now. You got some contrast. I'm not sure if I like the mottly. I'll probably do it just the whole thing together. But you've got a great idea there. I think I'll paint the whole thing straight brown. Maybe even put a bit of, can't do black with it because you got black behind it. So I just do the brown and just even it out a little bit so it isn't so mottly. And away we go. There you go. That little starfish, he got a paint job. He didn't know that his home was getting redecorated, did he? Cute guy. So there he is. So hope he had fun doing this. I did. It was. I like just mucking around sometimes, and I'm glad you joined me for that. I hope you, even if you fast forwarded, I hope you came to the end, and give me a comment, and because I love to chat back and forth. So I want to thank you for joining me today. This is Doreen Velin. And I would want to thank you because I really enjoyed having you, and I'd love to hear from you. Conversation is really my game. And so keep on subscribing, click that button, and keep joining me. Thanks. Bye-bye.